Yes. The big intro is coming.
You're listening to the River Park Dental Show. I'm Dr. Phing Saurer with Michael Morris.
You nailed it.
Always.
Yeah, but
I didn't.
we have a debate. We have a debate as to whether you're going to get it out before you start laughing.
I know.
every
I
week.
get really nervous right before we start. Right
But-
when you push the.
But I think everyone would love to know why you get nervous when we turn it on. You're completely fine telling jokes, doing everything else, and then we go to say the name of your show.
I freeze.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I just wanted people to understand why I'm always laughing about the fact that we start the show off terribly, and then we rally.
It's good.
It is good. Like the first 30 seconds, always bad, and then we rally.
Yeah, we're not off to a good start right now.
No, but I mean, at least we had something to cover. How are you this week? Everything's good?
Good. How are you?
Why are you looking at
this
me all
week?
like question mark? I'm just curious. I haven't seen you in a week. I haven't really talked to you. Normally we talk at least a couple times a week, and it's like the
feel like
one of them's the
summer's been
highlight of
going-
the week, and the other one is like, you know what I mean? I feel like I gotta pull you out of the ditch.
Talking out of the ledge.
Yeah.
No, like school is coming by so fast. So I feel like there's been many events to get to before the kids go to school. So it's just been a little.
I have seen you out doing a lot of event stuff, and I just keep. I think sometimes you're just going with your kids, but you guys end up working a lot in the community anyway.
Yeah.
So these are things that you're involved in. It's not you're just walking by and waving at the peasants. Like you're actually on the ground floor with these people.
Yes.
Okay. Can we talk about some of these today?
Sure.
The Dublin market. I saw a post recently about that. What is that? What's that all about?
So it's in the New Bridge Park location on Longshore Street. And it's on one part of it, but they just bring out the farmers and any kind of vendors. Right now, they sell all sorts of things like donuts, candles.
Are those organically
vegetables.
grown donuts?
Yes.
Those farmers are bringing donuts? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
No, there's vendors for that. Then they have some of the restaurants will bring out food and stuff too. But there are actual farmers that bring fresh produce, and it's wonderful. It's every
Organic.
Saturday. Every Saturday.
That street that you're talking about, is that the one that goes directly in front of your building?
Yes.
Are there more streets over there than that? Because we've never really.
So there's Bridge Park Avenue and then Longshore Street, which intersect with each other. The market is on the north side of Bridge Park Avenue. I know my directions well, but I think it's north of that.
I think everyone can trust your directions. You're always very good about it. What you told me before was just go to where you see the ram and turn around and walk in the door.
I said caddy corner. You knew what that was, right? Some people don't.
Well, I had somebody with me who had the GPS on their phone to help us find it.
Okay, well.
And I just followed her.
Well, when I had my washer dryer delivered, they didn't know what caddy corner was. I was like, it's across from the ram. They're like.
Did they just say, why didn't you just say across from the ram?
I did, and they're like, but then they were looking the other way, so I was like, it's diagonal.
I guess it depends on what side of the street you're on.
But if you're at the ram and you're looking diagonal, then it's.
I know that you want to defend your position on this, but I'm not going to let that go.
All right, well, I'm not good at directions.
So we were talking about the North Market takes up. Does it take up that entire?
Not the entire street, so only north of Bridge Park Avenue, the intersection of Bridge Park and Longshore.
And how long has that been going on?
Since June 9th. I think it's every morning. Starts at 9 to noon.
And you guys are out there. Are you?
We're
you
out
have
there.
like a booth or a setup out there. Don't you?
Yes, once a month we try to go out there and we give out insulated grocery bags. So I always try to give out something that is reusable. Try to stay green. And it's nice too, because then if they're getting fresh produce and stuff, they can bring ice packs and then actually.
Is that the theme of it? Is it? It is kind of like recycle, reuse, also, right? And it's also organic.
Yeah.
Where'd you get the idea for the bags?
Anytime I do any kind of promotional things, I like to give things that people can use. I don't like the.
Do you also keep some of those samples for yourself?
Sure. Yeah.
So
why
it's
not?
it's what the pinger would use.
I
you
took
also
it
give
to
out.
the beach when I went with the kids. It's nice to hold their drinks and all that stuff, their food, put little ice packs in there.
Yeah, I get what a cooler bag
They're
is. I know how it's
insulated,
used.
which is really cool.
And you and Bradley Timothy take walks on the beach with your insulated cooler bag?
Yes, always.
Yeah.
We each carry our own.
Figured that. Does it say River Park Dental Audit? Or
Yes,
what's it say? Okay.
with our phone number. So if you ever have a tooth emergency,
There's
then you'll
nothing
know.
tacky about that. Being on vacation, call me. I'm ready to go at any time.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Dublin market, though, did they approach you, or did you guys just kind of say that's a cool thing to be involved in?
Oh, no, we thought that was a cool thing to be involved in.
I know they have them in Grove City. I think I last went to one about 20 years ago, so I'm assuming it's exactly the same as it was when I went to that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know that theirs is as
This
reuse,
is cool,
recycle.
though, because it can grow. There's potential to grow, and they're definitely trying to add more vendors, and there's free parking. And the parking, because I know there's a couple farmers markets that are really good, and they're larger, but parking's always been an issue. But in Bridge Park, the parking is free, and it's easier to find.
And you guys have been able to meet patients through this,
Yeah,
by
we meet a
just
lot
being
of great
involved.
people.
But it's not a high pressure thing. It's more just a high. This is who I
No,
am,
we
and we're
just
out
give
there.
out information if they ask. Like, we're not selling anything. It's just we give out free bags, sugar-free lollipops.
I didn't think you were on the corner being like, "Hey, how you fix for implants? Come see me." I do have a question about this though, because I was thinking about when you said you went to that dinner party, like meet the neighbors type deal, and that guy had like his X-rays on him and all that.
Yeah.
Do people come up to you at the farmers market with that same information, or can they? Is it an option? Could somebody bring their folder, like in Roadhouse, and show you their health maladies?
I prefer to be in a more clinical setting when I diagnose, because privacy issues and stuff like that.
You don't like to do it in front of the Ram caddy corner to your office?
No.
Okay. I'm just curious. And that is going to go on probably it'll go on through the fall, won't it? Every Saturday through the fall?
September. I don't remember the end date, but it ends in September.
But you guys will be out there at least once a month.
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you guys do out there? Is there another organization or event that you guys do? I know you do a lot in your office, and you do things with Brick House Blue. I mean, shout out to Brick House Blue.
I know,
right?
Brick House Blue, yes.
Yeah, right
Our
across the
neighbors
hall.
and our best friends.
Are they the ones that are involved in this brew hop?
Yes. So
Okay.
the brew hop will be at the Brick House Blue. At the Brick House Blue.
Can you see it from the Brick House Blue from the Facebook or the Instagram?
It starts at Brick House, and it's a fun event because they have a bunch of vendors that come out, and it's an adult. It's an adult.
Watch where you're going with this. I think you want to say like
Event.
it's catered to adults, not an adult themed.
No,
That's totally
it's catered
different.
to adults. Yes, because there's alcohol, and I think it's $10 to get the tickets, and it's on August 16th from 4 to 8. It starts at Brick House Blue, and there's they'll have pins will be there, Cap City, local cantina, Vaso, Ram. So you can and you end up at pins. So you kind of go and
It's like a bar crawl.
kind of, yeah. But the proceeds benefit the Dave Thomas Foundation. For
And do you know
adoption.
why? Do you know why that's a big deal in Columbus? The Dave Thomas adoption whole angle.
You seem like you know the answer.
I'm
to
not-
this.
I'm
You're
asking you, as
you
somebody
asked
who
in a
is-
way that you knew. The
who
answer.
loves to call themselves an entrepreneur and also owns their own business. Do you want me to throw it to Jim on this? Because Jim seems to know the answer.
All right,
Jim,
Jim.
get on the microphone and tell people
Jim
why
can't
it's a big
wait.
deal.
It's a big deal because Dave Thomas is the one who started Wendy's back in 1969, and he feels very, very strongly about adoption.
Yeah. Drink that in, audience. That's what Jim just dropped that bomb
Yeah.
that you, Ping, should have known.
I just said the Dave Thomas
Okay.
Foundation.
You're looking
for
on your
adoption.
phone like the answer is going to be there.
Well,
It's
you
not
know what?
gonna be there.
Adoption is very special to me because my kids were adopted by my husband.
Timothy Bradley stepped
Bradley.
in a time of need. He's a good man.
He's a very good man.
I met him, and for the 5
but
minutes I spent
in
with him,
the court, when
fantastic.
the kids they get adopted and they feel like that they're really wanted and loved, that's just a special moment.
Wait. You're bringing up some. So you
But
actually
this
went to
for
the court.
kids,
Hold on a
yeah.
second. So your children are actually adopted by Timothy Bradley, and you actually saw this take place.
Yes, there was an application process. So we had to be married for 1 year before he could
Good
even.
luck.
So on the day after our wedding anniversary, he had the paperwork filled out ahead of time. But the day after our wedding anniversary, it was a Monday, and then he had his attorney file the paperwork to adopt the 2 older kids.
That's like a very emotional story. This brew hop should be like really close to your heart.
Well,
We should have started with that,
but
not
you
the
know,
market thing.
But my situation's totally different. So this is for kids that are in the foster care system. So it really, the ones that have been waiting to get adopted and stuff. So I think that's a very good cause too.
But is that why you're involved in it, or is it just because your neighbor across the hallway is like, hey, Pinger, I need you to get involved in it?
No, there's no pressure from Brickhouse, but we like to be involved in
I've
community
met those
events.
people. There's plenty of pressure. That's why I was just curious. Are you doing this because you really, like, that is kind of a big deal that your kids were adopted by somebody?
Yeah.
Do you get to see them regularly?
Yeah, I gave them up for
Oh,
adoption.
okay. Well, I just
did
wanted
not
people
give
to.
'em up.
I wanted people to know that you still do see them.
They are my children, yes.
And if you don't know why they were adopted, we've covered this on the show before. But that is a good guy you married.
Yeah, he's very
And I think
nice.
the third time around is going to be better.
Oh my gosh.
So this Dave Thomas, we should tell people it is on August the 16th from 4 to 8.
Yes,
Now-
$10 for tickets.
Now, is that is on a Thursday, but is that just for that 4 hours at Brick House, or is that the entire? I mean, they're kind of going around the complex, right?
They're going around the complex, but then they end up at Pins.
Okay, so
So it starts at Brick House. We'll be there. We'll be handing out some treats, and then some prizes as well.
yeah, I'm looking at these notes. There are more than 150,000 kids in North America in foster care systems waiting to be adopted. You got to raise a ton of money to feed and clothe those kids and get them to school. I don't know why that's been.
I don't know.
I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked when I look at the
There
note.
are
I
a lot
didn't
of
think
kids,
about
and
how
it's
many of those
sad,
kids
yeah.
are out there.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you can raise enough for all of them on your own. And you guys are going to be going there? Will your whole office be participating, or just you will be going?
All of us will be there.
All right. So no dental emergencies at 4:15 and beyond on the 16th, because you'll be next door.
I'll be there, so if there's an emergency, I can always hop over to right next door.
Always willing to see patients. That's what people love about you. This will be the first time they're doing it, right? Because they've only been in that location. Have they been there a year now?
They opened right around the time we opened,
Okay.
so 6 months, 7 months.
I'm just wondering if they've tried this before. This
No,
breed.
but their location is so great, and the space is beautiful and it's large, so they can host a lot of people and have a lot of people go through, and
Well, that is what they do. I mean, it's an event center, right? So
it's
I
a
mean,
co-working center, but you can hold events there or meetings.
I'm looking at this also. So Cap City Local Cantina. What is Vaso?
Vaso.
That's what I said. What is that?
It's a rooftop bar on the AC Marriott in Bridge Park.
So it is a pub crawl basically.
It is.
It's like
but
being
you
in
just-
college again, but for a good cause.
Yes, for a good cause.
Okay.
We will. My company, River Park, will not be serving alcohol, but
Well,
we will be serving some very tasty treats. And,
Yeah, so-
and you can win some prizes.
so just stop in, say hi, and go to the party
Yes.
after that. Okay.
Yeah. And it's safe because everything's within walking distance, so you're not driving.
And again, all the tickets, you can go to the dublinchamber.org for that information.
Yes.
Let's cover the back to school bash with Flourish Chiropractic.
Yeah.
You had a little video on that the other
We
day.
did. My hair looked like a bird.
It was bird-like. I wasn't going to
It
say
was
anything,
so
but you brought it up.
big.
Yeah, I felt like I was watching like something from the 60s to 70s. It was very big.
What is that one saying with Nicolas Cage? I can't remember it now. Your hair is a bird.
Your hair is a bird.
Never mind.
The show came to a screeching halt because you brought up Nicolas Cage.
The best actor in the entire
I thought you meant
world.
when he says, "I'll be taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got from Raising Arizona." I thought that was the quote.
No, I can't remember it now. I'll remember it
Peggy
after
Sue
the
Got
show.
Married. Is that the movie you're thinking of?
You know I don't watch any movies that you've
That's
watched.
why it was shocking that you brought up Nicolas Cage. Oh, Jim's got something.
Is it your hair is like a bird's nest?
No.
Okay, I took a shot.
It's something like you're...
I like him in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It was Nicholas
You know, I have to
Coppola
look it
back
up.
then.
Okay. While you're looking that up, and credit to Jim for jumping on here trying to bail you out, I want to talk about this back to school
Your
bash.
argument is invalid. Your hair is a bird. That's what made me think of my
Right.
hair look like a bird.
Great. I'm so glad that we eked that out.
Sorry.
So I've got this question about this back to school bash. You have this video that you posted.
Yes.
What is that about, and who's the tie-in with Flourish Chiropractic?
So Flourish Chiropractic is actually hosting the event. Dr. Tim Zittel came in and stopped by my office and asked if we wanted to be one of the sponsors, and we happily agreed. So there's going to be 30 vendors there, and this is a free event. So there's going to be food, inflatables, goodies, and it's very family-friendly, kid-friendly, and it's free. But all proceeds that have been brought in will be donated to Dublin Bridges. And Dublin Bridges is a...
That was my next question. What is Dublin Bridges?
Dublin Bridges basically identifies specific needs in the community and then raises money to meet those needs. In Dublin, obviously, because it's Dublin Bridges.
How did you happen to get connected with this? Was it because you're a famous radio entrepreneur?
Actually, he said he really liked her Instagram account, and he wanted to make sure we got involved with him.
So he found you.
I actually don't know how that worked out.
Well, it sounds better if he found you.
I think so, though, because I didn't know about them until he came into our office and asked if we wanted to be a sponsor, which we are.
When did he do this? Because I feel like he came in there and you made a video within 48 hours of talking to him.
Within a week.
So right now, if there's anybody out there that would like to do a dancing video or a video with any dentist, Phing is open for business.
Well,
just walk on in.
It was for a good cause, and it's something that benefits the Dublin community. So of course I wanted to support it.
All right. You still are confusing me because we share these videos. We get all excited whenever you make a video, and then I'm thinking, this must be an old friend.
You can come. Everyone's welcome. It's a free
can't
event.
Be there.
It's right before.
I got things to do. I only go to paid events.
Anyway, this event is on August 25th from 3 to 7 at the Dublin Village AMC parking lot.
And they can find out more at dublinbridges.org.
Yes.
Right. All right. So we have to take a break, but we're gonna continue with our community watch list and things of dental notes. Okay.
Okay.
You are listening to the River Park Dental Show. Okay. All right. So stuff the backpack. I really want to get. I know that you don't want to talk about bringing a bunch of kids and all that stuff, but what are you guys doing here?
Stuff the backpack? It's just donations. Doing school supplies.
About 9 minutes.
Okay.
And stuff in backpacks for the Columbus school system.
Emerson, can you talk about this kid? I know who she is, but can you talk about like her little business and all that? Okay. Bride Park. What? This is a Bride Park. What is that?
Bridge Park.
That says Bride.
I know, but it's supposed to be Bridge Park.
I was gonna
Bridge
say
Park.
There's so many names on here, like
Where's Bride
Wendy's Foundation, Bride.
Maybe it has a bridle path. Bride Park.
Oh, that's a side
Can we talk
business.
about this for 9 minutes?
We can make it entertaining for 9 minutes. We can,
Sure.
but you've
You
got to
never
give
heard
me
that
some.
thing, your hair is a bird?
I think
Your
so,
pun
but
is invalid.
What
My
movie was that
hair
in?
made me think of that
What
quote.
I know what she's talking about, but I cannot think of one. When you say Nicolas Cage, I think that.
Holy cow.
But
That's
that's what I
wild
felt like
looking-
my
that
hair
looks
looked
like
like.
Carrot Top
that's a
or something.
meme. It's a
Oh.
meme.
I like Nicolas Cage. I think of Nicolas Cage. First things come to my mind is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. When he was just a young kid, he wasn't even Nicolas Cage
You know
yet.
the
He was
movie
Nicholas
Peggy Sue
Coppola.
got married,
Yeah, I saw that once.
That's
Kathleen
what it is.
Turner, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one.
but I think.
And
of-
then the ones he did here like
So
10
he-
years ago, the ones where he played like a Indiana Jones type of guy, a treasure hunter.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Ellen
Those were pretty
met Tim Zittel at the Dublin Chamber breakfast meeting, which
Oh.
was not there.
Whatever that is.
The
all right.
Dublin Chamber of Commerce.
I do like when I see that Jim's hot on something. I'm like, I'd love to throw it to him. I'm like, Jim, get on that microphone. Let's do it. All right. So
I know about Dave Thomas. I delivered his newspaper a long time ago.
You knew Dave Thomas?
What? No. His daughter graduated from
Wendy?
the same high school I did. The one they named Wendy. Her real name is Melinda Lou Thomas. She's like, I think 3 years ahead of me at Upper Arlington. So I wasn't in the
Like
building
Mary
when she
Lou?
was, but I
Who?
know people. Melinda Lou,
yeah, but
That's
that,
one
I
of
would
his-
call her Wendy too.
one of his kids. Now they call her Wendy growing up. I remember when I first ate at Wendy's, 1972. I thought, man, these
So you ever
are
go to
delicious
QP?
square hamburgers. No, I have not. The one in Lima.
That's where the
I need
idea
to go.
comes from.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep. I know that.
All good ideas are stolen. That's why I can't wait for you to have a good idea because I'm going to steal it.
And Dave
I'm
Thomas,
kidding, you're never
Dave
gonna
Thomas
sell.
learned a lot from Harlan Sanders, the Colonel.
Yeah.
He used
the
to work for him.
Colonel.
Yeah, the Colonel.
All right, this girl, what is the name of her company? Sweetest Cookie or something?
Sweetie's Cookies.
Okay, so I want to give her a little
Sweetie's
cheap look.
Cookies?
I don't know how you
Is it
say
sweet?
That sounds delicious.
sweet. I think it's
Nope. Don't shorten it. Is it sweetest or sweeties?
Sweet Ease Cookie, like Sweet Emerson.
Nope, not doing that. I'm just kidding.
She's so cute.
Are they good cookies? Have you had one?
I think
Yeah,
they are
really
like
good.
gluten free. Like she has allergies or something.
Wow, gluten-free cookies.
We found it on.
Or
They're
dairy-free
tree
cookies?
nut, peanut, dairy, wheat, egg, soy, gluten free.
Yeah, somehow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they're rocks. I'm just kidding.
No, they're
No.
really good.
No,
And she probably makes them so they taste good.
I have
even though
no
they don't
idea
have-
how. I think it's when we were doing the 101. Somehow when we were sharing this stuff, somehow we got hooked up on both Instagram accounts.
Yeah.
So I'm like seeing the whole story about this. I'm like, oh, this is cool. This little kid's doing something. I didn't realize it was like now she's on the news for doing this. It's like a big deal. All right, so we got to get 9 minutes out of cookies. We're gonna do
You
7.
can eat these cookies. I know you have them.
Well, we'll see about that.
Gluten intolerance.
Wonderful.
I'm lactose intolerant.
She just wants me to double shirt it, Jim. I'm not gonna.
Hey, double shirt.
Hey, double shirt.
Or you could just lay the shirt right here.
I should have done that the entire time. Just laid over my shoulder.
Yeah. Is this the shirt?
Oh, I like a scarf. Yes.
You should have just worn a double
Or
shirt.
I just
I'm not double shirted
stand back here like this.
for an hour.
For,
Just but
For
don't
half an
smile
hour.
at all. Just stare straight ahead. All right,
Oh,
let's do this. Let's wrap this up. We got 9 minutes to go.
okay.
Let's be professionals. Jim, we can't.
riverparkdental.com.
We can't record if you're over there. Though I do like that. I used to like when Jim
Standing
would do
there holding the
Jim
shirt.
would do this thing we would talk about like after the
Oh,
show.
on the
was
101.
over, on the 101.
I'd pop up and say, Mix
Yeah,
1079.
but he'd be like on
The
the
adult
couch,
music
like
station.
with paper, and they'd drop it like this, or he'd be behind us, or whatever. I just could never keep.
Or I'd be wearing a mask.
Yeah, I couldn't stop laughing every time he was about to do it. All right,
That was the old 101 show. Now it's much more serious.
I don't know about that. All right,
Okay, we ready?
Madison R.I.P.
Here we go.
Welcome back to the River Park Dental Show.
That's very serious.
Was it? No, it
I
was
liked it. I liked it. Just as a recap, if
squeaked
somebody
a
is
little bit.
just tuning in, we are talking about River Park and all the events you guys are involved in locally in that Dublin area.
Yes.
And we're just trying to help out some of these events that are coming up. Just to recap, we were talking about the Dublin Market, Brew Hop, and the Back to School Bash. We have one left to talk about, and this is probably the most exciting one. I'm just kidding, it's not that exciting. Stuff the Backpack. What's going on there? It looks like, again, this is with Brickhouse Blue.
Yes.
And, as is written, I'm going to read the sentence. Along with Brickhouse Blue, our besties at Bride Park. Bride Park.
It's it's Bridge Park.
I'm going to go with the notes that are on this piece of
The
paper.
second floor of B block building in Bridge Park is the best floor.
Right.
So Bridge, we are collecting back to school items, so you can drop it off at either Brickhouse Blue or in our office. But if you drop it off, and this will, these supplies will go to the Columbus school systems. But if you come to our office and drop it off, we will give you a cookie. And it's a very special cookie because it's made by Emerson, who I also made a video with. So I do make
What?
a lot of videos. with people.
Yeah, once again, if you want to make a video, just come see Ping. She'll be in a video, so they'll make it, they'll put it out, they'll promote anything you want to promote.
Well, the thing that's cool about Emerson is she's 9 years old, and she actually created this company where she makes these cookies that are safe for everyone to eat. Because she had an allergy, and then I think her mom said she went to anaphylaxis when she was 2. So, like, she wanted to make cookies that were safe for anyone to eat. So her cookies are tree nut, peanut, dairy, wheat, egg, soy, gluten-free.
So what's in the
Sugar.
sugar and hopes and dreams?
I actually asked her that. I'm like, that's a lot of things to not have in there, but they are delicious. So she stopped by.
This kid is legit though, because I was saying we somehow on another show that we do, I think we had posted something and they started following us, so we started following them back, and I've kind of seen over the last year or so how this has grown. But like, I just thought it was cool because it was a little girl
Yeah.
doing it. I was thinking this seems like a lemonade stand. Like it's a cool story. Like I want to see her do well, and then I see that she's on the news. Like,
Yeah,
it's
she's
legit.
doing really good. Yeah, and she's very impressive. And the cookies are very delicious. She brought them in. And if you donate for the Back to Stuff the Backpack campaign in her office, you'll get one of her cookies for free.
Now I have a question. What are you looking for? You're looking for the stuff that goes in the backpacks, not backpacks themselves.
Yes, in the backpacks. I think it's on our Brick House Blues website because they're gonna end up donating everything.
Does this have to do with this is your own campaign that River Park is doing?
No.
This is not jump.
No, we're together with Brick House, but then it goes for the Stuff the Backpack.
Okay. Because I've seen a lot of stuff on the news. I didn't know if it was like a TV station's deal and you guys had partnered with that, or if you were doing your own thing just as you and Brick House Blue.
Yeah, so we're gonna collect and then we'll donate it to them.
Okay. Where are you going to store all that stuff?
There's a lot of storage space between the two of us.
I was going to say, I figured that people were going to drop it off in your lobby and you just jaunt it on over there and drop it off.
Yeah.
Good. Good thing they got all those conference rooms.
Well, they're expanding too. They have this huge event space, so I think it can hold 200. I think they said 200 people, but it's a big space. So if you ever needed to host an event, or you need that many people to fit into a space, they are wonderful to work with. Brick House Blue.
Have you had an event there?
No, but they let me film in there all the time. All my videos.
And there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of videos.
There's constantly a video. Do you think, I was just throwing this out there, you may not have this answer, you should do like a 1-year anniversary party over there.
Yes.
By that point, think of all the patients you have seen, and think of all the videos you've seen. You'll have done a video with at least 200 people.
I was thinking of doing a LinkedIn event for Madison. You know how much he loves those events.
Madison does love a good event. Well, Madison,
A networking event.
he has not been on this show, has he? You've just been on other shows with us.
I've been on his show, your show.
Yeah. Well, Madison is leaving for Denver.
I know.
Yeah. For a long time.
4 months, right?
Yep.
It's
4 or
temporary.
5 months.
It's not long enough, but it's a long time.
No.
He's a good friend of yours. He's a patient as
Yeah.
well.
I can't say that, but he is a good friend of
No,
mine.
I can say that. I'm not. The HIPAA
He
does
is
not
a good
betray
friend of mine. We've only met twice, but he's one of them.
me. That's really all you need. Just a quick cleaning. You can't answer that question, but I'm sure he was in there. So we've covered those events. Of those, which are you most excited about? The Dublin Market, the Brew Hop, the Back to School Bash, Stuff the Backpack.
Geez, they're all good for different reasons.
Well, they're all on different dates, so at least you can go to all of them.
I know, but there's always going to be more. We definitely love being involved with the community and giving back where we can, and it's always fun. It's fun to meet people in the community as well.
So I'll just take it as your answer is Dublin Market. Is there anything?
Well, that one is every week. The other ones are just once a year.
When's the next one that you'll be participating in?
The next one is the Brew Hop. That's the one that's coming up.
On
We
the
were just
16th.
at the Dublin Market last
So
week.
you're kind of doing it like the gallery hop. You guys are showing up one time a month at the market, and then you're out.
Yeah, but you don't want to. We don't have a lot of stuff to give for it. We're not growing
selfish.
corn or strawberries.
Well, I mean, people want to use those coolers that you were going off about. How come you didn't bring any coolers today?
I brought you a T-shirt.
I know.
Really cool.
You wanted me to
t-shirt.
wear that T-shirt at the same time I already had a shirt on. You wanted me
Yeah,
to
I
double
want you
shirt
double shirt.
it, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it for a radio show. I'm just not.
You should always double shirt, especially in the summer.
Jim,
Because then his buddies would start calling him Double Shirt.
I can't have
I
that.
want to
And
start
then,
calling
and
you
then,
double shirt.
and then they just call him Double Shirt 50 years from now
Not
at his funeral.
lunchbox.
Listen,
Double shirt.
I'll tell the
Rest in
lunchbox
peace,
story.
Double Shirt.
Yeah, I'll tell the lunchbox story in the brief moment we have left. First day of high school, a kid comes in there with like a He-Man lunchbox, freshman year. And that man's name was Lunchbox for the rest of his life. You wanted me to wear two
But
shirts and be on
cool.
Facebook.
Those are cool lunchboxes.
Yeah, now, because it's a retro thing. Back then he was Lunchbox. On his, when
Well,
he
your
passes
new name
away,
is double shirt.
I can't find him on Facebook because
Put
there is
comments
no
below,
Lunchbox.
please.
Okay.
All friends of Michael Morris.
Yeah, both of
double
them.
or friends
shirt.
of double shirt.
Yeah.
Please comment below.
Perfect.
The yearbook.
I'm so glad that we didn't talk dental at all today, so we could talk about this. Do you have anything that you want to leave us on a high note? this week we've covered all the events that you guys are going to be at now and in the future, at least
Yeah.
through August.
Well, if you want more information on any of these events, you can check us out. It's on our Instagram, River Park Dental Dublin.
That's it. And if you have
If you have any other dental problems or questions, or you want to come see us for an appointment, you can call us at 614-689-8686 or visit us at riverparkdental.com.
and you should plug your Instagram just one time because that's what most people are looking at, right? You're trying to go viral.
Yeah, but I don't know how to. It's called River Park Dental Dublin.
Yeah, but they don't know that until you just said that.
Okay.
There you go.
I've never plugged the Instagram before.
I know, but I just thought about
So
it
I was
because
just
when you
a
said
little-
you wanted to go viral, I thought it's important that we mention it.
No, the more I think about it, I don't know if I would, because it's like,
I've got to ask, is there a link from your website to your Instagram that people can easily
Yes.
find? Riverparkdental.com. Go to riverparkdental.com.
and then there's
can
buttons
find
for Facebook,
Instagram,
Instagram,
Facebook,
everything.
Twitter,
YouTube. Oh, go to our YouTube
even
channel.
MySpace.
Subscribe. Is that a thing? Is that what you say?
Yeah, that's what you say. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, good. I just thought we'd get the cheap plugs out of the way here because you plugged everybody else in the city, not
Yeah.
yourself this week.
I wore a shirt with my name on it, so that's good, right? That's some promoting. That's better.
That's going to be it for today. Thanks, Phing.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
Excellent.
I rarely. It's yeah.